Hello, this is Nathan, Rather Be Board Gaming. Welcome to the channel for this unboxing. This one is going to be a little different. I ordered this a couple of weeks ago from Amazon. It was not on Prime. I got it on a better sale price, about $15 less than Prime, so it took longer to ship, and I've never had a package arrive from Amazon. Like, look, the box, this is how they set it on my front porch, like this, and look, it's, yeah. And there's a little bit of paper, and look. That's a shame. So the corner of the box is all smashed in. I smacked my camera, so it's wiggling, sorry. So you can see the corner of the box there is smashed in. And that's unfortunate. Box was filthy too. Good grief. Let's see. Now this does not have oh, and look, it looks like something sticky has ripped off the paint. Oh, and look here. So this is up, there's a little bit of a ding there. It's not bad. So yeah, that corner there, hopefully it is superficial. That is why I am doing this unboxing on camera. I like to do them whenever I can anyway, but this will be, yeah, I won't need the knife. This will be for insurance purposes also, in case it did break something on the inside. There's a little bit of glue left on that. I will try to get that off later if I can remember. I should be able to. Leave these sitting on the table. Yeah, that's just frustrating. And the store I used to buy all my games from, I used the last bit of points I had coupon to get Thy Will Be Done when it was on sale. I never can find this in stock anywhere, so when I saw it at the same price or cheaper on Amazon, I went ahead and got it. I've been waiting for it. This is nice. All the components laid out. Now, if you are familiar with Tales of the Arabian Nights, that is one of my kids' favorite games. And so when this was coming out, I knew it was a must grab. Little flimsy, that is because it's not as thick as like Thy Will Be Done, but it's nice and thick, but it's just that it's so big and long. Yeah. Got the box art on the back of the player boards. That's pretty nice. Yeah, these feel nice and thick. These are not flimsy at all. So yeah. So we got one. I guess that's the white character. And then we have 2, 3. There's 4, 5, 6. Wow. 7, 8. 8 characters? The game doesn't go that many players, does it? I guess you could, since it's just a storytelling, but it would just take forever. It's recommended 1 to 4, yeah. And then you have all these. Now, in my Tales of the Arabian Nights, I did away with all of these, and I did a dry erase marker where you just mark stuff, but this, it has a sliding scale. So I guess you could laminate this and then just color it in with whatever color, because you've got 4 colors. Might could look into doing that. That would just save time with oh, Oh, but there's different. Gotcha. There's Warfare, Sword and Shield, Mounted. So, yeah, there's different ones for each color. So I don't know that that's going to work. Alright. So it's this bottom corner over here that we want to check out. Looks like the board is in good shape. We will look at that later. And then this is what is nice. Nice, thick book. It's weird. It's got a weird texture. It's not just cardboard and it's not leather bound, but it's got a textured feel to it. It's really nice. It's got a nice smell too. Nice, fresh off the print kind of smell. Very nice book. Very pretty. I mean, that alone you could sit on your bookshelf and be pleased with it. It's got a bookmark marking a few pages. I don't know if that is no, it's not rules or anything like that. It's just they probably do it random in there to keep it from sticking out and fraying. Alright, this was out of its spot. So luckily these are not bent up. They seem to be fine. So this one works a little different from Tales of the Arabian Nights. You have 3 acts, 3 major acts. And there are 3 major plot points going on during that time that you can go after, or you can do your side quests like normal. And so then this would determine your paragraph reading. And then you have, it looks like 3 different quests for all 3 ages. So to change that up a little bit. Simple stands, a die, and yeah, it does look like that damage is superficial. The bottom of the box does have a small, tiny hole in the corner. Had to be careful with that, but it's not bad. Let's, I've got a few things going on right now. I was hoping to get a solo playthrough learning Starship Interstellar. I still plan to do that sometime, and I want to do this as well. I just don't know when I will be able to get to them. But let's go ahead and open this pack of cards. Yeah, just a standard card. It doesn't feel super thin. It's a little thin, little thinner than a standard plain deck card, but not bad. Not bad at all. And most of these cards, now here's the treasures. Yeah, stuff like this, you gotta be careful that you don't nick the, mark the cards. I don't know that it would be that big of a deal with it being a story game, but still, these, if you notice, they are a grayish, whitish, tannish mix of colors. You're really going to have to nick those up shuffling before you mark them enough to notice. So those are no problem. The encounters are no problem. But like the treasures. But looks good. And like I said, I mainly wanted to show this off on camera just in case I needed to claim a return or a replacement. But it looks like it's going to be all good. Let me get some of this stuff cleaned up and we'll look at the board. Sitting here punching some of these out, and I gotta say, like this one, look, even these, it feels like this got wet somehow. It was in the middle of the stack. It was near the bottom of the stack, but this feels like it got wet, so maybe some air and moisture got in through that tiny hole, because this one is just awful. Even these pieces are bendy without any effort. So yeah, that is upsetting. And the other thing that's upsetting, now I understand you've got this big thick book, lots of stories, lots of print, and it's a nice book. That's heavy, that's expensive, and the big thick heavy board is a little expensive, but it did not come with any bags. I'll probably run through most all of my, especially my smaller ones, I'll be running through all of my empty bags with that. This is upsetting. This feels awful compared to the rest of these. The rest of these feel fine. Even like this, even though it's a little flimsy, when you touch it, it feels fine. This has a damp feel to it. That's kind of worrying. And no baggies. I mean, not even one for all. And then you're gonna have loose cards. So now that's that's weird. Even while punching out these small tokens here, compared to these all wanted to stick. I had to work around the edges and even the larger ones. This one came out pretty easy, no problem. But these all want to stick a little bit, where these just bam, 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 poking right out. So something was definitely wrong with this one. I mean, it's just, look. Yeah, and then this one is, even though it's got all those holes in it, it's much sturdier. Huh. Board feels pretty good. Once it's stretched out, it doesn't feel quite as thick, but it does still feel good. And it is one of those up and down vertical, which will make it a little harder to film because you will have to move the camera every time you want to do something. But you got your different tracks and stuff here. Everything looks good. It's very legible. Even the green on the green, you can see that fine. So yeah, everything looks good with it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything back in the box. That was one problem I always had with Tales of the Arabian Nights, which was another reason I wanted to go with the lamination. It sped things up and made everything nicer. Let's see. I didn't even have enough small bags to do what I wanted to do, so I had to improvise. Let's see if I did this. Yeah, I don't even have. I had these sitting around, and I put each player in one of those, but now I'm not going to have enough room to get this all back in the box. This is begging for an insert. I did go ahead and put those in the bag, and I have some bags for these. Like for instance, none of those tokens were in yet. None of these tokens. And now that's not even fitting flush. And here are the victory point or the honor tokens. Those aren't in there. The single solo turn, and this was the tokens that was on that board, so I just left them separate. None of that is fitting down in there. All of this is elevated. So it's a shame that you get this nice game, and it's a good price game. I didn't get this used, it's new, and I did catch it on a sale, but still, it's an expensive game, and none of this is going to fit in there. The insert is whatever. It does good for the packing, and then none of these will fit. And now if I had some small baggies, of course, or I could stick them all in one bag and just put it there, but that's a little sad and upsetting. But I will figure something out. I had to, like I said, with Arabian Nights, so I'll do something with this. But for now, I just wanted to show you that and also make sure my box wasn't too damaged. Oh, and in the corner down here, I got a couple of thin pieces of packing tape, and I put it down this side and across the bottom, down this side, across the bottom. I put three or four pieces there just to kind of strengthen that and seal it up, because there was like a tiny hole there. But yeah, there you go. And it is not square. In case you were wondering, it is not a square box. And that is a look at Tales of the Arthurian Nights and what you get for what you pay.